Hey y'all, it's your girl Amber, and I'm back about to do a reading for my Cancers. Be mindful that these are all general messages, so take a resonate, leave with zone. If you are familiar with your birth chart and if Cancer falls in your Sun, Moon, Venus, or Rising, 1st, 5th, 7th, or 8th house placement, this reading may resonate with you. So Cancers, let's get straight to the point. What message I have for y'all beautiful people today? Cancer. So Cancer, I feel like right now, y'all are taking things slow in regards to like relationships, you know what I'm saying, things like that. And you may possibly have your eye on someone, you know what I'm saying, that could possibly be a little potential, you know what I'm saying, woo, 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 you know what I'm saying. But even though you have your eye on someone like a potential, you know what I'm saying, at the same time, relationships isn't your main focus, you know what I'm saying, which is okay, you know what I'm saying, because your main focus is still getting yourself together. And guess what, ain't nothing wrong with that, because like I feel like Cancers are in the energy whereas they are still trying to get themselves together, you know what I'm saying, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, and not to mention financially. But at the same time, they also want to feel some type of intimacy from the opposite sex. So you probably are single, you know what I'm saying, but like I said, you probably is mingling and you probably have your eye on a potential person. But at the same time, it's like you don't want to just hurry up and just try to jump into something with them just because of the simple fact. Let's see. Why? Because like I said, because some fact, Seven of Pentacles came over. Yeah, you're basically working on yourself. So it's like you do have your eye on somebody that you feel as though is a potential, but at the same time, your focus isn't necessarily on that person. Just because simply you are trying to fix yourself or get yourself back together. Maybe after you was probably just dealing with someone and maybe you had probably tried to make this person your world, like everything was revolved around this person, whereas you probably kind of forgot yourself in the relationship. So it's like right now your focus is strictly on you and the self-care that you're trying to give yourself before you try to give it to somebody else. And not to mention, of course, that self-love and self-care is two different things. It goes hand in hand, but it's a big difference between one another, you know what I'm saying? So right now I just feel like y'all are in the energy whereas y'all, you know, focusing on the self-care, your self-love, getting yourselves together before you try to jump into another relationship or some type of commitment with someone else. Okay, Cancer. Like you probably aren't really even dating. Like you probably be hanging out with your friends, you know what I'm saying, close homeboys, homegirls, this, that, and four. But as far as like you going out on dates with the opposite sex, like people that you have potential in, you kind of slow down on it just because of some fact your focus is more so fixing you and getting you back together. You know what I'm saying? Cancer. Yeah, because like I said, it's like you lost yourself in your past relationships, whereas you were basically trying to please them. And guess what? The more that you tried to please them, or you know what I'm saying, just kept putting and try to put in the time and the effort to try to work things out and fix things with them, you lost yourself in the process. Goes back to me saying that's why you're back on your self-care, self-love journey for yourself, so you can be able to prepare yourself for whoever that you have your eye on, or a potential person that you see that you could possibly, you know, go a little bit further with. You know what I'm saying? You just ain't trying to jump into that just because simple fact you may still have some type of healing that you have to do from previous relationships or a previous relationship that you were just in. Yeah, like I said, Queen of Cups came in reverse. Yeah, like I said, before you jump into a relationship or anything of that nature, you are strictly trying to fix yourself, get yourself together. You're trying to heal some possible wounds that you have probably been carrying from past previous relationships, and it's like maybe you know now that it's other things that you need to work on within yourself internally, whereas you can prepare yourself for that next potential relationship to come in for you. Like, you have to face the mirror, you know what I'm saying? That's where that self-care come in at. I'm sorry, self-love. Facing the mirror and acknowledging your flaws and your toxic patterns and what you need to work on, that is self-love. Self-caring is doing the physical part, meaning, going to get massages, relaxing, just doing things that make you feel like you're back alive again. Whether it's getting your hair done, your nails done, going shopping, all of those physical things is considered self-care. Self-love is more on a spiritual 5D level, whereas you basically have to face yourself. You know what I'm saying? Find out why you be triggered so much, why you go through certain things that you go through with the opposite sex or just with people in general. At this point, maybe you probably trying to figure out like what are your toxic traits, your unhealthy patterns and behaviors that you know for a fact that you also need to work on before trying to pursue or move forward in some type of relationship or situation. And that goes back to me saying the reason why you're not really focused on relationships, but at the same time, it's like you're trying to prepare yourself for when that potential come along. And by you preparing yourself, you're doing more so of the self-love work. You feel? Dang, Cancer, I'm going to have to cut this video short. But yeah, Cancer. And I feel like the more that you focus more on your self-care and self-love journey that you have already started, I promise you, it's like your whole mindset, your whole energy, all of that is going to shift. Trust me, I know for a fact, because of some fact. I myself is working on my own toxic patterns and behavior that I know for a fact that has affected me in past relationships and currently is affecting me in dealing with the situation that I'm in. So it's like we all have to work on our patterns and our toxic traits, and especially if we want to become a better version of ourselves, especially if you want to pursue something with someone in the future. So yeah, Cancer, even though the message was short, it got straight to the point. So if this resonated with you, take what you, leave what don't. Gemini, y'all are up next.